Well, one of the things we wanted to do is add even more action than we've already seen in this franchise, and also introduce there's new camera work that hasn't been brought into animation yet, and we really wanted to explore that, like really cool GoPro type action camera stuff that we've seen a lot in live action films. We wanted to pull that into an animated film, and what better way to do that is with a Kung Fu Panda film. The good news is Po is going to become the next spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, step into the shoes of Oogway. The bad news is he's going to have to find a successor and give up being the Dragon Warrior. And so before he does that, he wants to have one last Dragon Warrior butt-kicking adventure. And that's what this film is. Jin, who is a Corsac fox, and the panda Po, when they meet, it's a contentious chemistry. So she's very funny and sarcastic, while Po is childlike and a super fan. And it's just funny how they get on each other's nerves. They've got a big journey to do together. And it's very funny how they don't really like each other at the beginning. Well, we're inheriting a world of animals, and the Valley of Peace is filled with geese and pigs and bunnies mostly. And we noticed that the designs of the children bunnies were so cute. They're just adorable with their little ears and their great big eyes and their little tiny bodies and their big old heads. And we thought, how great would it be if these things were terrifying? Monstrous. And so we have these very cute bunnies that on a dime, they can turn rabid and they become pit bulls and they attack. We're all huge fans of the Kung Fu Panda franchise, and we realize there's never been a formidable female villain for Po to go up against. So we started there. And then we thought, we've seen many types of villains, but we haven't seen one that's supernatural yet. And we knew we wanted to bring the supernatural element into it. So we came up with maybe someone that's a shapeshifter that could change her form. She could become, in a world filled with animals, she could become any animal in this world. And then the next logical step would be like, well, don't chameleons change their look a lot? So that's kind of what led us towards making her a chameleon. And it turned out to be great because, like Po was an unassuming, no one thought that he would become the Dragon Warrior. No one thought a chubby panda could become the Dragon Warrior and do Kung Fu so well. Similarly, no one thought that a small chameleon could be so threatening and so terrifying and have such powers.